Hi everyone, this is Carol Ann. I'm going to show you how I make my Crockpot Chicken Tortilla Soup. I'm using a crock pot, and I'm going to put this out there really quick. We have Corian countertops, and I found out by talking to several people and a few companies, if you have Corian countertops, I'm not sure about granite, so you might want to check into this, and you use your crock pot on high, you can crack or warp your countertops. So I was told to get a cutting board and sit my crock pot on top. But you need a cutting board with feet. So if you look, that way there's enough space going between. And my cutting board has, my crock pot has feet as well, so it's ventilated, but it's still ventilated twice. So the likelihood of me cracking this countertop is pretty much slim. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is put a one chopped onion in your crock pot. You're going to want to put in 1 can of kidney beans, rinsed and drained. You're going to want to put in 1 can of black beans, rinsed and drained. They're already in there with my onions. You're going to put in 1 can of whole kernel corn, or you can use 2 cups of fresh corn. But I don't have any fresh corn, so I'm just going to use canned corn. I'm just adding that. You're going to want to add 2 cans of Ro-Tel. You can use the lime and cilantro, but all I have is the regular, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. Then you're going to need to add 2 cans of chicken broth. You want to use the 14.5 ounce, but all I have is the 14 ounce. So you're going to add 2 cans of that. You're going to want to add 1 to 2 cups of water, depending on how soupy you like it. And then you're going to need to add a bunch of seasonings. I will put the seasonings that you can use in the description bar below. I don't use those. If you don't want to use all the spices, you can just use a packet of taco seasoning if you prefer. We use a ton of taco seasoning. If you can tell, I just completely emptied this. But I use this, and for 1 pack of seasoning, I normally just do 1/4 cup of taco seasoning. So there's my seasoning. I'm going to give this a good stir so I make sure all of my spices are combined. And I'm going to go ahead and add 1 more cup of water. That way I have 2 full cups of water in here, because it's not quite soupy enough for me. And then the last part I'm going to do is add my chicken breast. You need to use 2 chicken breasts. And when you use them, you want to make sure they're at least partly submerged. If they're fully submerged like mine, that's fine. But you at least want them partly. I normally use frozen chicken breast. A lot of people say don't do that, but I've been cooking in my crock pot for 7 years now, and I've never had an issue, knock on wood, with using frozen chicken breast. So if you don't want to use them, that's fine. Now you're going to put the lid on this, and you're going to cook on high for 6 to 7 hours, or on low for 8 to 9 hours. And then you want to slice your chicken, cut your chicken to make sure it's completely cooked. You can use a thermometer if you need to with meat. But I always cut it and just make sure it's not pink and no colored liquids running. And then I'm going to take my scissors. If I don't forget to do it, I'll come back and do it and chop it up, and you will have the best taco chicken soup ever. Tortilla chicken soup ever. Okay, and there's what it looks like. I cooked it on high for 6 or 7 hours, I can't remember. And then what I did was I took my chicken out when I knew it was done, and I shredded it up into, pieces, and then I poured it back in here, and I'm letting it sit until my husband gets home. It is currently 7:51 p.m. and he should be here in the next 20 minutes, and we're going to eat. And what I do, well, just me and him, the kids have already ate, and Leah's in the bed, and Logan's heading that way. But what I do is put it in a bowl, and then my husband will put like oyster crackers in the crackers, and then I'll just put a little bit of cheese and some sour cream in mine. But this is chicken tortilla soup. And if you try it out, let me know if you like it. If you don't, let me know that as well. I like to hear everybody's got different opinions. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.